NBC's Who Do You Think You Are inspires people to learn more about their history. Stacie Wells, a personal historian with Voices in Time, is here with us this morning to share some tips on how you can capture your family's history. Stacie, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
I think the NBC show has really inspired people to want to learn more about their background. Are you seeing an increase in number of people contacting you for your services?
Well, we really have. We have really found that people have learned the value of recording their loved ones' life stories, because you realize that if you don't do it, those stories, they may be lost forever, you know. And when we tell someone what we do, I'm a personal historian, often the first reaction is, oh, I wish I had done that, you know, with my grandmother, my mother. You know, we help lead people through the process of recording their life stories on audio, and it really is a gift.
When someone tries to do it themselves, what are some of the challenges you hear that people face?
Well, number one, sometimes they're reluctant to approach a relative. Somehow they're saying maybe their death might be imminent, and we really want to encourage people, that's not what it means at all. This is truly an honor, and I think people are honored when they're asked. It shows them that you value their story, that you understand how important these stories are and how important they are to the family. One funny thing that we say is often a grandmother may think that their teenage granddaughter has no interest in their grandmother's lives, and you know, and that's true. She may know more about Taylor Swift today than she does about her grandmother, but there will come a time when she wants to know those stories, so it's important to record them.
And you brought us an example of some of your work.
I did. This is
when they told us General Eisenhower was coming, I thought, ooh. And I was going to be his field aide, so I was the last one in line. I remember he walked down the ramp from the airplane. He went through the line. Okay, here is the man with 5 stars on either shoulder. And I saluted, and he returned my salute, stuck out his head and said, "My name's Eisenhower." He's the nicest man I ever met.
Now describe to us what we just heard.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you could hear that. Ed Robertson of Learwood, he was in the Air Force in World War II, and he had an opportunity to meet General Eisenhower, and he was describing what that was like and just what a humble, nice man he was. And these are the kind of stories that you get that you may not know about your own relatives.
Wow. So if people would like to take the first step, someone at home sees this and says, I would really like to know more about my background, what's the first thing they can do? Well,
you know, if you're going to do it yourself, you know, just say, grandmother, I really want to record these stories. Some of the questions you might want to ask, tell me the story about why you were named what you were. Tell me the story about the day you were born. But also ask them about their grandparents. So you're bridging many generations. So you can find out about people who lived back in the 1800s and share that with, you know, the grandchildren of today.
Wow. Well, just a final question.
Yes,
why is it so important, just bringing it home, to record our history?
Well, if we don't, it is lost forever. And my experience working with Voices in Time, this generation, the greatest generation, as they call it, has so much valuable wisdom to impart. And if we don't record it now, it will be lost. So do it now.
You can watch Who Do You Think You Are Friday nights at 7 right here on your 41 Action News station. And don't forget to go to ourvoicesintime.com to hear historical stories from people who lived them.